Hello, everybody. Today is October the 1st, 2023, and I am just giving a little update of what's going on with me. My camera might be a little wobbly because I'm holding it. I don't really have a good place to prop it up at the moment. I have moved yet again. A lot has happened. In my last video, I said I was going back to Milton to visit and to take care of some things. And after that visit, I decided that I was going to sell that house and move here permanently. There's a lot of things that go into that decision. Mainly, I just didn't feel at home there anymore, and I didn't see how I could return there and it be financially or I just didn't see how it was going to work for me. So I put the house up for sale, got an offer in one day for over the asking price, which was shocking. And so I started looking here for a house. I didn't know what my long-term goal was, but I did decide that I really, really liked the job here, and I didn't want to abandon it to do any extensive traveling because I really like the job. I really like what I do for a living, and I have said for a couple of years now that as long as I like it, I'll do it, and when I don't like it, I won't do it. So far, I really enjoy it. I do travel, and it's only from Port Charlotte to Naples that I do my traveling. So I get travel pay, and I get travel time pay, and I get mileage. So that's usually quite a bit extra money in my paycheck. Plus the mileage is an extra check altogether. So I would say in a month's time, it's probably about $1,500 more than what I would just make just working at one place. I love the variety, so that's another benefit as well. So when I put my house on the market and I got an offer right away, I started looking. And I looked at all kinds of places. I mean, you just would not believe what I looked at. I entertained condos, mobile homes, spec homes, all kinds of stuff. And I decided after looking at so many places that since I was able to afford a $2,000 a month rent, that I wanted my mortgage to stay about the same if I had to get a mortgage. Now, in this area, homes are way more expensive than they were back where I came from. So I knew that I would either have to pay cash for something or I would have to get a mortgage. And paying cash for something, with the amount of money that I was getting from the house there, the same cash here wouldn't buy the equivalent of a house. My house sold for $320,000. The same house here, the exact same house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, modern built, because my house was built in 2014. So comparable house, and I had a pool and all that. Comparable here would be around $500,000, and there's no way that I could stomach that. I just couldn't do it. So I looked at a lot of homes with no pools, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to buy a house, and I didn't want anything with an HOA. I have to state that ahead of anything else that I say. Because I looked at some places that were really okay, I guess you could say. But, the house would have been affordable But then the HOA was as much as a mortgage. And, an HOA can go up anytime they want. They can put all kinds of crazy rules on you. It just doesn't appeal to me in any way, shape, or form. Back where I was before, the HOAs weren't as crazy as they are here. Here they are crazy. I mean, the minimum HOA I have found here in any housing area was like $400 a month, but that is very rare. Most of them $750, $850, $950. And in big housing subdivisions with houses like mine with a pool and all that, you're talking paying $500,000 for a house and then paying $1,300 a month for HOA fees. And there's just no way I can't afford that. I don't make that kind of money, even with all the proceeds from my house. There's just no way. So I found a house in Cape Coral. Cape Coral is a city in Southwest Florida that is it's a huge land area. It's got lots of canals, and it's like a huge spread out city. And if you want to know the details, just Google it. But anyway, they have a northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest area. It's a really large area. And I found a couple of houses here to look at. In fact, I looked at a lot of houses here. And the house that I am in now, I found it's in the southeast area, which is the oldest part of town, I guess you could say. And this house was built in 1976. It's a very old house. Concrete block with stucco walls, and is really built really, really well. You can't hear anything outside unless you're right next to a window. And it's very solid. And I have a pool. That was another thing that I decided after looking at so many different places, new houses, old houses, trailers, condos, all that stuff, is that I wanted something that was not in an HOA and that did have a pool in an established neighborhood. I didn't want to be right on top of my neighbors. I didn't want to have a lot of construction going on in the neighborhood. So I got this house. It's got a beautiful pool, nice little area outside that's covered near the pool. We got one of them cage things over the pool. Apparently in this area that's pretty common. Back where I lived before, cages were not common, but they are here. And so I put a significant amount of money down on the house, and I put a huge chunk of money in my savings account, which the savings accounts are now giving a pretty decent interest. So here I am, and I have to say that I feel like I'm in a better place than I was a few months ago. Having disconnected myself from all of that, I can go back and say now that the roommate situation was a big factor in me disconnecting from that area permanently. There's no other way to say it except that it was toxic, and it would have gone very badly if I had tried to move back there. And so with the job prospects here being multiplied multiple times better than there, and the weather is much better here. I love the weather here. Even though it's brutally hot, I really like it much better. I don't like cold weather at all. Even though I don't like sleeping in hot weather, I don't like cold weather. I have a pool. I can get out there every day of the year if I want to, and I do need to. When I came back from that trip in May, I did something to my back on that trip, and it was awful. I tried to go walking because I've been trying to get back into my exercise routines and lose some weight, and I wasn't able to because I kind of limped when I walked, and the more I walked, the more it hurt. Well, I went to a chiropractor yesterday, and I don't know what she did, but she straightened my back out. I took a walk this morning. It was awesome. I got to see all the birds and the bunnies and the trees and the neighbors and all this stuff. I saw a bald eagle come down and get a mouse off the street. It was amazing. And so my plan is to try to walk every day again. That's what I used to do all the time. I used to walk a lot. So things are getting better. I can get out in the pool and swim, but small pools, you can't really do all that swimming because you're going back and forth, like 3 strokes this way, 3 strokes that way, and you're back and forth and back and forth. Which, it's better than nothing. Anyway, so that is my sign that I am now rambling. If there is anything you want to know about this, I will be happy to explain it to you. Let me show you. I did this video a little while ago and things went sideways, so I had to discontinue. I am going to flip, let me open this door up. I'm going to flip the camera around and let you see my pool just for a second here. And this is what we're looking at. It's raining a little bit. I'm still under cover. So it's my yard. Really nice out here. You can hear the birds. I've got a little sitting area over here off my bedroom. And then we'll go back inside. Anyway, that's it. That's all for me. And I'll talk to you next time.